Well, hey. This is Straight to the Truth coming at you. I didn't get a chance to get on here the other night, so I thought while I have a little bit of time on my hands right now, I would get on here because I want to talk about this case that's all over the internet, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. It's just all over the place. Now, I know we've all heard about the three Chiefs fans out of Kansas City that were found in one of their friends' backyard, frozen to death. Yeah, y'all have heard about it too. Yeah, I know you guys have heard about it too, and we're all wondering like what the hell is really going on. Well, guess what? That's where your girl, Straight to the Truth, comes in, and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to stay on the case until we find out exactly what the good God's hell is going on. Because something doesn't seem right. But before we get into this story, I need y'all to do what? Subscribe, like, and follow. And hit that bell up above. Hit that bell up above so when I post a new video or any kind of content, you'll be the first one to know. Remember, when you subscribe, it helps the page. It helps the page to grow. It helps Facebook to see that people are watching the videos, you, me, and other people. So that way, I'm at YouTube, will know, and they will continue to promote the videos. So it don't hurt nothing to subscribe, and it don't cost nothing. So come on, help your girl out. All right, let's get into this story because we got a lot to talk about. Okay? Okay, so anyway, for the last week and a half, it has been going on all over YouTube, all over Facebook, all over the internet, all over the news, Channel 12 News, CNN, Fox News, that these three Kansas City Chiefs fans, Caucasian men in their mid-30s, had gone to a friend's house to sit down and watch the Chiefs game. Who they were playing against, I don't know, and I don't care because that's irrelevant. What we're here to talk about is how these, out of 5 of them, 3 of them ended up unalived, deceased, dead, and their friend who was hosting the football game on a Sunday night party at his house, how they ended up dead in the backyard, frozen to death. Have y'all ever heard of some mess like that? Yeah, you heard it. The word on the streets is that these 3 young men were at a friend's house watching a football game on a Sunday night. These 3 young Kansas City Chiefs fans, y'all heard me, were at a friend's house having a couple of drinks and watching a football game, allegedly. 2 days later, they're found dead in that friend's backyard, frozen to death. Come on, people. Come on. Now, when I heard this story, the first thing that came across my mind is, how the hell do you go from watching Kansas City Chiefs football game to being found frozen to death in somebody's backyard? Yeah, you heard me. I'm going to say it again. What puzzled me, what shocked me, what made me say, what made me have a moment was thinking, how do you go from sitting in your living room and having a couple of friends come over and you're supposed to be watching a football game like you've known to do on a lot of Sunday nights during football season. But this particular night, 3 out of 5 of y'all end up deceased in the backyard. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So, the owner of the house has been getting a lot of slack, because another part to this story is that while he was in there sleeping from Sunday night around 2:30 to Tuesday evening or Tuesday night, supposedly, allegedly, this dude was supposed to be in the house sleeping. While his 2-3 friends were out in his backyard, frozen to death, deceased, gone. You heard me. And then they're saying he was in the house sleeping for 2 days, with people calling his phone. With people texting his phone. Yep. And he ain't answering, because he said he was sleeping, didn't hear nothing, had earplugs in. Now, I imagine the friends, for whatever reason, they must have been cold. They probably was knocking on the door. Just all kind of rubbish was going on. But how do you go from being in the house watching a football game to ending up deceased in the backyard, frozen to death? How does that happen? So what they're doing is they're waiting for the autopsy to come back. Yeah. But I want y'all to go in and listen to some of this interview for a little bit. And then we're going to come back and we're going to discuss this some more. Because something ain't right here. And you know, to all my truth seekers, we over here at Straight to the Truth, we going to get to the bottom of it. So I'm going to turn the camera around because I want y'all to see this interview that was posted today. Yeah. Hold on one second.
It just happened right here. It just happened. Something that probably the mother knows that when she said to the detective, hey, my son, is it true that the woman this, and that? And the detective was like, huh. I can't comment on that. This is exactly why we're on this case. Because this shit is a string of not only black holes, but puzzles. Something is, it's like this big piece of the puzzle, really big one big one, that they know that we don't. Let's continue. Sparrow, again, thank you so much. And Elizabeth. Is Elizabeth still in chat?
The mysterious deaths of three men who went to watch a football game and never came home. Ricky Johnson, Clayton McGeeney, and David Harrington were found dead outside a friend's home in Kansas City on January 9th, 2 days after the men gathered there to watch the Chiefs' regular season finale. Michael George is here with the latest on the case. Good morning, Michael.
Michelle, good morning. I spoke with the brother of one of the men, Ricky Johnson. He says all the family wants is answers. How could three friends end up dead, their bodies outside frozen, after going to a football watch party? Now, one thing the family is sure of, they don't buy the story of the man who hosted the party.
And that is how it's going to end here in Los Angeles.
It was January 7th. The Kansas City Chiefs eked out a close win against the Chargers in balmy Los Angeles. But back in Kansas City, it was in the low 30s, with blizzard conditions in the forecast. Three longtime friends, Ricky Johnson, Clayton McGeeney, and David Harrington, watched the game at a friend's house.
You see what CBS just did? CBS, what the hell are you doing? CBS, look what they just said. Look at this.
Angeles. But back in Kansas City, it was in the low 30s, with blizzard conditions in the forecast.
That's fake. That's a lie. CBS, what are you? Blizzard conditions?
First of all, I got to agree with this guy. It was not no blizzard conditions. It was not. I don't know why CBS is lying, but that's why your girl Straight to the Truth is onto it. To all my truthers, I need y'all to get in the comments and tell me your opinion on what you think happened to these three young men. To all my truthers, I need y'all to get in here and let's figure out what the hell is going on here. Let's get back to the story.
Blizzard conditions? Did you guys hear that? Let me see this.
Three longtime
Blizzard. So are they trying to go with the frozen method right now? That's what's happening right now, chat, right? Am I saying wrong here? Are they trying to go with the frozen method? Am I bugging out? Freezing blizzard conditions. Stop it. It was 37 and 36 degrees at night, 39 at high. There was no blizzard. It was light snow, and then it stopped. It stopped within that day, and then it went on the next day.
Y'all heard it, light snow. Light snow, not no blizzard. Do they know that? Hold on.
Friends went missing. 2 days later, police say a fiance of one of the men came to the house looking.
By the way, I got the fiance, guys. I got Clayton's fiance. I got a photo, and she's the one that broke into the basement. I'm gonna show you guys in a second, okay? Sorry for keep pausing.
Looking for answers and found a body in the backyard. Officers discovered 2 more. The cause of death is still unknown, but investigators say there were no obvious signs of foul play.
We deserve answers.
Jonathan Price is the brother of Ricky Johnson.
What do you think happened that night?
The only thing I know for a fact is I don't accept that my brother just froze to death. There has to be something else involved.
Do you really think he froze to death? Blizzard conditions. Somebody on YouTube said this. Brad said, "You're playing old crap." Brad, here you go, Brad. So you can make sure you put your glasses on, Brad. You see this? What does that say, Brad? Brad, is that old enough? Is that old? 14 hours ago? Is that old? No, Brad, I don't. I'm up to date. I have over 50 videos, articles in methodical order from January 9th to this day. It's not old. Have a nice day, Brad. Have a nice day.
Whether it's drugs or something else, I have no idea.
Family members have questions for Jordan Willis, the man who hosted the party. Police say he has cooperated with the investigation.
Jordan had absolutely nothing to do with the deaths of his 3 friends.
Through his attorney,
Hey, chat, look who it is, chat! Chat, look who it is! Chat! Chat, look who it is! Ha! The guy that keeps switching up his story. This is the first time we're seeing him today's podcast. But if you missed it, go to 2 podcasts ago. I opened up a can of whoop. You know what I'm talking about on him. Christina with the fine star. Thank you. She said much love to you. Thank you so much, Christina.
His 3 friends.
Through his attorney, Willis claims he had no idea the 3 bodies were in his backyard for 2
Okay, so the old white guy that they just showed, that's the attorney, this guy right here. That is the attorney of the guy that owns the house. He is representing, or he's the attorney of the guy that owns the house. The guy that owns the house is the one that was having the little football party thing where these 3 guys that they allegedly are saying passed away from being frozen to death and was found in their friend's backyard. So anybody that's just coming in onto the video, let's get back to it.
The attorney says Willis didn't respond to family members' attempts to reach him because he was asleep.
I know that his story does not add up, and I know that he's not telling the truth in some way or fashion.
Price says his brother Ricky was a loving father with 3 young girls.
He's always been a role model to me, someone I admired.
For the families, the hardest part is having no explanation why their loved ones are gone.
How are you supposed to heal from something that you don't even know what happened?
And those answers may have to wait until the results of the autopsies are finished. Now, look, it was cold that night, around 34 degrees, but something doesn't add up here. These guys weren't in the woods or on a mountain. They were in someone's backyard, so the family still has a lot of questions about this.
Sorry, Jack. Can you listen? Somebody is saying that it was actually negative 10 degrees. I have been, guys, you know what I'm going to say, right? Can somebody say it on YouTube and Facebook, please? Guys, was it negative 10 degrees, negative 2, negative 0, negative 1, 5 degrees? Can somebody answer that question in the chat?
We're hearing about another week, week and a half, but that's a long way for these families.
A week and a half, guys. Week and a half. I'm telling you, day by day. CBS again. Great.
Ricky Johnson, Clayton McGeaney, and David Harrington were found dead outside a friend's home in Kansas City on January 9th, 2 days after the men gathered there to watch the Chiefs' regular season finale. Michael George is here with the latest on the case. Good morning, Michael.
Michelle, good morning. I spoke with the brother of one of the men, Ricky Johnson. He says all the family wants is answers. How could 3 friends end up dead, their bodies outside frozen, after going to a football watch party? Now, one thing the family is sure of, they don't buy the story of the man who hosted the party.
And that is how it's going to end here in Los Angeles.
It was January 7th. The Kansas City Chiefs eked out a close win against the Chargers in balmy Los Angeles. But back in Kansas City, it was in the low 30s, with blizzard conditions in the forecast. Three longtime friends, Ricky Johnson, Clayton McKinney, and David Harrington, watched the game at a friend's house. But after the party, all three friends went missing. 2 days later, police say a fiance of one of the men came to the house looking for answers and found a body in the backyard. Officers
So people are saying where. I just read the comments, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so let me show you exactly where the first one. So I do have an article that I wanted to save for last, because I know sometimes people call it podcast and then they leave. I wanted to save the best article for last. In this article, it has an image. I did show one of the images. On the second one, it's on the second part of the article. From what I know, I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on this. I think the article actually tells us who the fiance discovered. You see, people were wondering, okay, so the fiance broke in the basement, checked, and then she checked the porch, and she found an individual. She didn't find the activity. That's incorrect information. It was the officers who looked around that saw two additional bodies in the backyard. She found somebody in the porch, not the other two. So I'm going to break these rumors. Nobody was found in the basement. Nobody was found in front of the house. One body was found. This is it right here.
So, okay, this is where they found one body.
And the other image was where the two other bodies, again, nothing crazy is being shown, no bodies have been broken, nothing gruesome, none of that. They're just showing you its relocation. And this is the horizontal porch leading to the right here on the edge. You're leading right into that door. That's that door right there. So this is I'm showing you just a clear image right now. Porch. Where the first bodies. Oh, congratulations, YouTube. We broke 3,000 viewers. Congratulations. That's a new record. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're brand new to the stream, how you doing? My name is Mo. Here on Chronicle. The name is changing now. Just a few ways. Yeah.
So there you have it. We are waiting for the autopsy to come back to find out exactly what happened to this man. Could it have been poison? Could it have been drugs? The owner of the house, who was the friend that was hosting the party, he also is a scientist. So, I mean, who knows? Could it have been some fentanyl in it? Laced in something else they was drinking or smoking or eating? I mean, who really knows? This just doesn't make any kind of sense. But don't worry, we're going to stay on top of it. Anytime something jumps off, and if I hear about it, I will bring it straight to you guys. But for now, this is where we're going to leave it at. This is Straight to the Truth coming at you, where we truthers always get to the bottom of it. This is where you're going to hear things that are going on out here in the world that you don't hear it on CNN, Channel 12, Fox News. But if you come over here to Straight to the Truth, we're going to get down to the bottom of it. Next to that, remember, I need y'all to subscribe, like, and follow. Support the page. It don't cost nothing to push that little subscribe button. And with that being said, I'm out.